Welcome to Sandy Toe Tarot. It is a pleasure to be with you guys today to do this reading. Oh, nice card. So this is going to be a weekly reading, and I'm just going to have 3 piles down here today. I wanted to do a weekly reading, and I'm also trying to film a like a timeless pick a card in the next couple of days, because I'm so, oh, my tarot channel is suffering. I have so many things going on. I'm doing a lot of readings in person, doing a lot of fairs. I have, a full-time job. So I have so many things going on. It has been really hard to get tarot readings out there in recent months. But, I'm again going to make that commitment to get as many out as I can. I'm shooting for twice a week, and I hope to get better at that. But what I'm going to do right now is, and actually this is kind of cool. So I did a little bit of a meditation on what would be a good reading for this week. My subscribers know my weekly readings are for the next 7 days. But it is not like this next 7 days. I am filming this like mid-September. So that does affect the energy somewhat. But this is for the next 7 days whenever you click on the reading. Let me tell you what's going on astrologically here right now. So mid-September, we're in Virgo season. Virgos are very meticulous and very detailed. Always a good time to clear out the clutter, to, re-examine things anyway. But we're also in Mercury retrograde, which is a time of looking at things from the past, redoing anything, re-examining situations from your past, revisiting anything that needs to be revisited, reorganizing your shelves. It's just that kind of energy. So that with it being Virgo season and also Mercury retrograde, that's kind of a double down on reflecting, right? So this is a tremendous time of reflection. But here's the thing. I did a little bit of a meditation on, what would be a good reading for this week. It came out very clear that this is what Spirit wants me to talk to you guys about this week. What abundance is coming into your life in the next 7 days? Meaning, what area of your life will you feel tremendously abundant in and completely satiated, like your cup runneth over? That is the message that Spirit wants me to deliver today. That is what I'm going to do. I thought it was a great idea. And let's see how I'm going to do this. I'm going to pull cards as I go through the reading today for you guys to choose. Let's see. Hold on just a second. Let me give you something to choose from. I usually have some cards down here for you to pick pile 1, 2, or 3, or something down here for you to pick pile 1 through 2, 3. Let me just think about that. I'll get back to you in just a second. Welcome back, my friends. So what I decided to do here is pull a card from the Tarot of Plants deck, and I got these from a friend of mine. Do what you're supposed to do whenever you get a tarot deck. You open them up, you flip through them, you look at the cards and really try to connect with the cards. And I like these cards, but the meanings are a little bit different from the regular tarot. So to me, that means it's an oracle deck, which is fine. I love oracle decks. I have so many. But I just wasn't connecting with them immediately. So I did put them away for a bit. And why I'm using them today is because I'm pulling cards as I go through the reading today, and I wanted something that was almost kind of a blank slate. And that is one of the things that I like about this deck. There are some symbols in here. There are some messages in here, but there's also a little bit of a blank slate, which leaves it open to a lot more interpretation. These are by Heather Enders, and I don't know who she is, quite frankly, but I feel like she's probably a tarot reader or a psychic out in the southwestern United States, because that's where my friend got these at, and she was in New Mexico. So I feel like that I haven't really researched the story of these cards, but okay, enough said about that, but check them out if you want to. Tarot of Plants by Heather Enders. And again, there's some things that I really, really like about it, but there are symbols in these cards. Very subtle symbols though, and that's why I chose to just use this for your choice today about whether you're going to choose pile 1, 2, 3 to answer the question, what abundance is coming your way in the next 7 days? In what area of your life will you feel completely abundant? Either one of those, whatever. This is all about the abundance for the next 7 days, and we'll take those cards as they come. It could be either one. What abundance is coming into you, or in what area of your life will you feel completely abundant this week? Okay, so let me show you these cards so you can see any symbols that you find for yourself. They do have a plant. It's Tarot of the Plant, so there is a plant there, but also a little bit of a message and some symbols. So I will just show them to you and you can decide. So pile 1 is Seed of Summer. Columbine is the plant. The stone is Rose Quartz. Pile 2 is Chariot. Again, they do have some connection to the tarot, although I just looking at it briefly, I don't think it's technically tarot. Moline, I don't know about the plant. I don't know what that is, but I'll let you. The number up there is 11. The stone on pile 2 isn't, I don't know what it means that flipped right out of my hand when I put it up to the camera, but the stone on pile 2 is a rough cut Amazonite. Take that for what it means to you. It looks a little bit like a mountain there too. All right, so pile 3, we have Spring Daisy, and the number is 4. And then on pile 3, we have, and I have not, this has not come to me. I mean, I've had this stone since I went out to Sedona years ago, 3 years ago, but it doesn't show up as, you know, very often when I pick my stones or whatever. But it is a Cinnabar enhanced quartz is what it's called. And it is a man-made quartz, and it's got this like orangey coral color. So that popped out, and I do know it has something to do, well, that's funny. It does have something to do with abundance. So maybe that's why it popped out. Make your choice. I will put the timestamps in the description box below. You can click on that timestamp and it'll take you directly to that part in the reading. Again, pile 1, 2, and 3. I'll see you at your reading. Welcome back, my friends. If you chose pile 1, these are going to be your messages for the next 7 days. And the whole story today is going to be about abundance. What abundance is coming your way in the next 7 days, or what area of your life will you feel completely abundant in? So, Seed of Summer, interestingly enough, these cards have very simple messages, so I like that. But in this deck, which I need to tell my friend I'm advertising her deck for her today so that she can get the message out to her friend that gave her these, or she bought them from or whatever. But Tarot of Plants. So the simple message on it is new growth, which seeds, right? So that would correlate probably to an ace of I don't know, cups. Summer. I don't know what summer is. To me, summer is cups. Now I need to dig in. Now I'm curious. Let's see. Cups. Yeah, summer is cups. Spring is wands, autumn is pentacles, and winter is swords. Yep, that sounds right to me. That sounds the way I would read them too. Okay, so just let's take them the way that she interprets the cards. So New growth is the message for the seed of summer. But let's get in here. Dig around and see what abundance is coming your way in the next 7 days. So I'm feeling very fall today. And it is certainly not fall here yet. It is September, still very, very warm. Most of you know I live in Florida, hence the name Sandy Tarot, beachy. It has been raining a lot lately, so I wonder if that makes me kind of nostalgic for fall. Anyway, for some reason, the Druid Craft Tarot reminds me of fall. So I am going to pull some of these cards, the Universal Waite, which most people know I use as my foundation for all my readings. It's what I learned on 25 years ago, so, you know, don't mess with the tried and true, what works, right? Okay, abundance. We're talking about abundance, so tell us. For pile one, what abundance is coming their way? My pile ones, my lovely pile ones. What abundance and what area of their life will they feel abundant in the next 7 days? I'm not going to say anything until I get, oh, that's a lot of cards. I'm not going to say anything until I get a few of the Druid Craft Tarot too. One more of these and we'll move along here. One more for pile one from the Druid Craft and we'll see what's happening. I think it's pretty clear to me, actually. It's pretty clear to me. 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, this is, okay, Seed of Hope and the Ace, that's a new beginning. And I feel like it is planting seeds this week. You got the Chariot twice. Anytime you get, first of all, it's major arcana, and it's the Hermit and the Chariot are the only 2 major arcana in this reading. So anytime you get the message twice, that means that's the big message here. Double down on this. Pay attention to this. That's just Spirit saying, yeah, pay attention to this. Okay. This is definitely, honestly, when I saw this combination, I thought love. This is not love. This is about a goal, some kind of goal that you have that you want to get done. You're making some major progress in those seeds, planting the seeds to make it happen. A victory here. The Ace of Swords talks about a victory. Talks about new beginnings. All of this is talking about a new beginning. It's a new beginning, quite frankly, in an old project. So the Chariot talks about having a lot of opposing force. First of all, having a goal that you are moving towards and having a lot of opposing forces. A lot of things trying to draw your attention away from this. So it's the fortitude, it's the determination, it's the strength, it's the willpower. It is, we are moving toward this goal. I am moving toward this goal. Nothing is going to stop me. And so this is where you feel very abundant this week. Having the passion, having the determination, having the resources, definitely having resources, like resources are coming into you. Again, resources coming into you to pursue this goal that I think is on the material realm. It doesn't seem spiritual. It doesn't seem emotional. It doesn't seem like travel. It doesn't seem like anything else except this very practical goal that you have been pursuing. Actually, you were pursuing it, took a break from it, now you're going back to it. Resources are coming in to help you move toward this goal. So this is where you feel abundant this week. The Hermit card talks about taking time out to look at things from a spiritual perspective. There's very much a spirituality in the Hermit card. It's retreating from the world. It's retreating from the world to find the answers within. Once you find that light, then you can shine it out for the rest of the world. So there has been a retreat here. There's been a stopping from this thing, this goal that you had in mind. I think for a couple of reasons. One, resources. Looks like resources might have been lacking. Two, it did not feel right spiritually. There was a spiritual element to it that made you stop. But now you're moving forward, full steam ahead, kind of. And you're not going to let the things that want to draw your attention away from it deter you. So we got these 2 nights, and to me this message is very clear too. The Knight of Pentacles talks about on the things on the material realm, in the material realm too: food, clothing, shelter, money, resources. But it's very slow moving energy. And underneath that you got the Prince of Swords, which in Druid Craft Tarot is a knight. Knights are always movement, always bringing things in your life, always like moving. What's moving? What's moving is this. Prince of Swords is the fastest moving energy. It's the fastest moving of all of the knights. Sword, look at the clarity. That guy knows exactly what he wants. Look, he has that sword pointing directly where he wants to go, and he's letting nothing deter him from that. So that message is very clear to me. That is what is coming in for you guys this week. It is full steam ahead on this project. Everything looks good. It is a go. You're going to feel like you have everything you need to make it happen. That's the abundance. Final words of wisdom from the angels and ancestors. Oracle. I love this deck. It's I also got this in Sedona. It speaks to me on a very deep level. So, okay, so final words of wisdom from our angels and ancestors on pile 1's message of abundance for the week. Final words of wisdom. Oh, love it. Sun. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Enjoy success and happiness. You're just in a really good place this week, and maybe because things are moving forward. The sun is shining up on this thing. The sun is the happiest card in the deck. So this looks really good the next 7 days for you guys. I love it. All right, that's all I have for pile 1. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Take care. Welcome back, my friends. If you chose pile 2, these are going to be your messages for the next 7 days. And the whole message is what's coming up, what abundance is coming your way in the next 7 days, or in what area of your life will you feel abundant in the next 7 days. So I am using these cards. I used them to start the reading because they're very simple, and I wanted you to kind of almost have a blank slate and choose kind of intuitively what message you wanted to, listen to this week. But there are some symbols in here. There's also plants. And so this is the card. It's the numbers 11's Chariot Moline is the plant. I do not know anything about Moline. However, the meaning for this card, these are Tarot of the Plants by Heather Enders. So she has the meaning of this card as strong will for the Chariot. And, you know, that's kind of similar to, that's very similar actually to the universal Waite meaning for the Chariot. So strong will, and the stone is a rough cup amazonite. So let's just get some universal Waite Tarot to see what abundance is coming your way? Talk to us about abundance for pile 2 for the next 7 days. And again, this is whenever you pick this video. It is not for a particular week. It is just for the next 7 days. I will hold off until all the cards come out to read them. I'm pulling some universal Waite, and I'm also pulling some Druid craft because it feels very fall to me, although it is not fall. This wants to come out. That's flipped over and now it's peeking out, so I'm gonna take that one. All right, let's just pull some Druid craft for additional messages. Pile 2, abundance the next 7 days. Talk to us about abundance in the next 7 days. Got the King of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Wands. I love this version of the 8 of Wands. Okay, the abundance or the area of your life that you will feel abundant in this week, there is an element of money here, but I think it's not, I think it's more than that. I think it is financial. You got 3 coins, 7, 9, and 6. I think it's really more of financial independence or feeling the strength of being an independent woman. Self-sufficiency. That's it. You will this week feel very abundant in your resources, the financial resources you have, and as an independent single person, male or female, your ability to navigate the world because of your strength and your independence. This may come after a period of mourning, and it actually looks like it does come after a period of mourning. The 5 of Cups does talk about mourning and maybe a loss, maybe a relationship loss, a divorce, because we are talking about independence, singlehood. This is my card for singlehood. Not afraid to be alone and enjoying being alone. And having the resources you need to be alone, because that's kind of it sometimes, isn't it? A lot of people would like to be financially independent, but the resources in their own bank account or in their community or in the country in which they live do not allow for that. You have to help each other in some circumstances. Community is very important in some circumstances. But for you, for this week, it's all about going in alone and being maybe this is a lesson you needed to learn in this lifetime, how you can be independent. You can be strong and independent without a man or without a mate and navigate the world on your own, which you are doing. You have so much that you can give. You're going to be able to give to other people, which is a great, great feeling and a great place to be in. So I like this ending here. The King of Wands is it's energy, so it's a people energy. So it is usually, for me, it's the Cancer card, but it can, can also just be an older gentleman who is very good at relationships, who is very I'm not going to say very emotional. That's not the right word. Very good at dealing with emotions, understanding people's emotions, understanding people's motivations that are based on emotions. Just very good at relating like a salesperson or a PR person, because those people have to understand what gives people the feels. Advertising, those kind of people, they have to be able to understand that to be able to sell, to be able to put together deals with people. So, okay. So you can extend that out, even though for me it's the card of Cancer. You can extend that out to any of the cups or any of the water signs, which would be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Older gentleman who is good at relating, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or if it is you, because we are talking about independence here, you having that strong will and that determination and that independence financially, but also mentally, of being on your own and handling life on your own. It can be you. This can be reading as you. The king of a suit is the highest of that suit, which means you have mastered relationships, people, understanding people, knowing how to put deals together because you understand what this person needs and what this person needs on an emotional level. It's that kind of thing. All right. So this down here is, this is almost kind of like the ending for the reading, so I'm going to go here. The Seven of Pentacles talks about a project that you worked on. You gave it a rest to decide whether you want to pursue that project or not. The message of the card usually is that, okay, you've given it a rest. It was a natural timeout. You've made a decision. You're going to go back to it usually. In this case, some of you are not going back to that financial pursuit, that job, that creative idea, that business opportunity. Some of you have decided to go with a new opportunity because that Eight of Wands, love that card. It is really an abundance of creative ideas coming into you. Now, the message of the card is it's a use it or lose it kind of situation. It's fast moving. It's like all this juice, all this energy, all these creative ideas. They're just coming into all these opportunities, job opportunities, whatever it is, coming into you very quickly. But you have to pick one up. Notice he has picked one up and he's thrown it. It's a use it or lose it kind of situation. Okay. So that's the abundance that you guys are feeling in your life today. I think or this week. I think that is very clear. I love this for you, that you are feeling self-sufficient and that things are good for you to navigate the world on your own. Nobody's saying it's forever, nothing's for forever. But for right now, you are able to navigate the world on your own. And I'm really drawn to like a divorce situation here for some of you. Like you were in a relationship, it went south and it kind of left you wobbly a little bit financially. Now you're not. You're not wobbly anymore. The finances are solid. And you've done this through strength and determination and your skills and the knowledge that you have done this on your own, and you have become self-sufficient and financially stable enough that you can navigate the world on your own. And I love that. That is fantastic. All right, I'm going to get from the Angels and Ancestors. Love these cards by Kyle Gray. One of my favorite oracle decks. Just final words of wisdom for pile 2 for this next 7 days. Any messages, final messages for pile 2. Hunter, track down your fears and desires. I love this card. That's a Druid card. That's about the, what's that guy? Cernunos, whatever his name is. Okay. Very earthy kind of feel. So what this card is saying is I feel like this is maybe in your past, and it's almost like a message of how proud Spirit is for you to be able to do this. Because what it's talking about is finding out what you're afraid of, and by finding out what you're afraid of, then you find out what your desires are. So let's just take this reading as an example. A lot of people feel like they have to be in a relationship, especially when they're young. Like, you have to be in a relationship. That's kind of our culture here, at least here in the United States. You have to get married. You have to have a family. You have to. So in some circumstances, not for everybody, life happens. You get married. It doesn't work out, and you move on, get a divorce, separate, whatever. Because this is so ingrained in us, you don't want to be alone, right? You have to have a mate. You don't want to end up alone, which, like, that, it's always been so funny to me. Like, that's the worst thing that could happen. Okay, but there's that fear of being alone. So you track down the fear, and by recognizing it, then you find out what your desire is. I'm afraid of being alone. My desire is to not be afraid of being alone. My desire is to prove that I can be independent, that I can take care of myself, that I can have a beautiful, happy life on my own. So that's the fear that brings the desire, which you are manifesting in the next 7 days. Congratulations, my friend. Okay, that's all I have for pile 2. And until next time, I am sending you lots of light and love. Take care. Welcome back, my friends. If you chose pile 3, these are going to be your messages for the next 7 days. And the whole message is, or it will have something to do with abundance. Like, it will be what abundance is coming your way in the next 7 days, or in what area of your life will you feel very abundant in the next 7 days. I have to tell y'all this because I was talking about, in the intro, I was talking about how this stone does not come up very much. I did get it out in Sedona. It is a Cinnabar enhanced quartz. I love it. It's kind of coralish or orangish. I was very drawn to it when I saw it because it was just very unusual, and I hadn't seen anything like it before. But I do have a cheat sheet here of all the meanings for my stones because I don't remember all of them. But this particular stone, get this, brings abundance, enhances persona, and is good for business and finance. Isn't that hilarious? So that's why it popped out today. All right, also new, I used these Tarot of Plants by Heather Enders to get us started on the reading, and so you could choose your pile. So I will tell you what this card is. It is the 4 of Spring, which correlates to the 4 of Wands in the universal Waite. And the meaning for the 4 of Spring for these cards is celebration. Nice. Okay. So let's just dig a little deeper and feel and see what's coming up in the next 7 days and why you're feeling so abundant. Give us the abundance message for pile 3 for the next 7 days. I'm gonna get the cards first, and then I will I'm gonna get one more with the universal Waite. And then I'm gonna get some Druid Craft Tarot for additional messages. Abundance for pile 3. rebirth. Nothing like a death and rebirth in the same reading. That's good, right? King of Pentacles. Nine of Swords. Okay. My friends. Bless your heart. Okay. You guys have been through it. Anytime you get the same card in a reading, that is a double down on that message. So what tells me your abundance this week is overcoming this anxiety. This is huge anxiety. And it's been tough. You know, you've had to use all your strength and determination to deal with this anxiety that you have been dealing with. And it is, I cannot even tell you what it is because it's going to be so completely different from all of you. For all of you, there's been something that you've been very worried about that has kept you up at night. It's been rough. There's sadness here. There's depression here. It's just been, you know, we all go through those times in our lives, right? Where things are just rough. It's been really, really rough for you. I'm going to see if I can get a time frame. And this will be pretty vague too, but I'm just kind of see how long this has been going on. Time frame for this. Nine of Swords, please. Time frame for the Nine of Swords. Wow. Heartbreak. And it looks like it could have been going on for a year for some of you because you got Scorpio energy here, which is in the end of Scorpio, the end of October, beginning of November. So almost coming on up on a year. So for some of you, this could have been going on for a long time. For some of you, 3 months. But anyway, okay. That's going to be individual. Because for that to be, I just knew it was big. For that to be so prominent in this reading, this is a pretty serious depression. And I'm not saying depression like you're clinically depressed. I'm saying something happened 3 months ago or last October that was very devastating to you, and it has been really hard. It's been really hard. Getting through that, and it has taken a lot of strength and determination to get through it. Okay. I love this for y'all. This is awesome. Death, transformation, and rebirth here. So the abundance that you're feeling in the next 7 days is this beautiful death that you have experienced, which is a death to this. This is gone. This is over. Death to the anxiety, death to the mourning, death to the, it's an ending of this phase here and a transformation into where you're going, right? A rebirth. This guy is, I love this card. First of all, I've been to Newgrange, and this card is this androgynous little person coming out of Newgrange, which is a tomb. Newgrange is a tomb. It's an ancient tomb in Ireland. So, oh, that's not androgynous. That's a little boy. Anyway. Okay. I love the rabbit too. The rabbit is like one of my favorite symbols. Springtime. You got the spring over here. It's celebration. You're coming out of the tomb. Rebirth. Here we go. I am so glad that's over because these periods in your life can be so hard. Oh my gosh, I've been through it several times. And when it lasts a year, oh my gosh, but it happens. And I'm sorry that you guys have been through that. I admire your strength and your willpower and your determination and your quiet acceptance of the mourning and realizing that I can get through this because, you know, that's rough. Some people have a really hard time with this kind of stuff. So you have an inner strength within you, and bless your heart, you've been using it in the last year or so. Okay. Death means a transformation, and that's exactly what has happened. Something has ended in your life it had to go away because it was not serving you anymore on a spiritual level. That's always the case when things end in your life. It's always the case. Hard to accept sometimes, but that's just the truth. So the good news is, after the death, it's always about a transformation. Whatever is ending, accept that as best you can. Mourn it however long it takes. But accept that it's always the best. And then you transform your life, and you are transforming in a very beautiful way. And guess what? Now it's spring. The next 7 days, that's the abundance that's coming into your life, is springtime, renewal, waking up to life. So with this being about abundance, I do feel like that you are making plans for future abundance, actually. Like there's an idea that you have that you want to turn into a money-making business. King of Pentacles is the highest as far as material wealth is concerned. It looks like that your threes, so beginning stages here, right? But it looks like whatever this plan is that you are working on right now, or this idea that you have for a money-making venture that you're like sharing with other people, it looks good. It looks very promising. It looks like eventually it brings you the highest abundance. I don't know. I'm kind of exhausted right now. I only imagine that's how you guys feel. Just kind of exhausted. And the hope that comes with this rebirth and moving forward and having new ideas and new direction and figuring out, it just feels like such a tremendous relief to me as I'm sitting here. So it has to feel like a tremendous relief to you guys too. And that's kind of almost how I'm feeling too. That's what I'm feeling too. Like breathe, like I can breathe now. I can breathe. I see a future. I see the way forward. Very, very powerful. All right. So to finish this reading for my pile threes, I'm going to get final words of wisdom from the Ancient Angels and Ancestors Oracle by Kyle Gray. Love these cards too. Love them. Okay. Final words of wisdom for pile three. Oh, and by the way, I'm not endorsing any of these cards. I'm just sharing with you my thoughts on them. I have no paid endorsements with any of these people. I'm just sharing my thoughts. I love what I love. That's just the way it is. I had some company contact me to do a review on a set of cards, and I sent them back to them because I did not like them. I did not like the feel of them. I thought they were very dark. I'm not a dark person. I have to be in the light. I've said that my whole life, even before I knew what being in the light meant. So I'm just not that kind of dark, black, tormented soul kind of person. That's just not me. I mean, I have been in the past at one time or another, but I'm not that person anymore. I have to be in the light. Okay, I digress. Final words of wisdom for pile three. Final words of wisdom for pile three. Stag. Trust and thrive. I love it. Couldn't be any more clear. Trust. You've had to have a lot of faith to get through this, but maintain that faith. Just trust that things are going to work out. You will thrive. Again, you are going to thrive. That is a given. So have faith in the universe. It has got your back. All right, that's all I have for pile threes. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Take care.